Hey guys, it's me, Shans'Handz again, here with another tutorial. I thank you for tuning in. What we have and what we're doing today is a V-cut. It's a technique. It's not an actual entire haircut. It's just a technique. Techniques, you need two or more to equal one haircut. I know, it's so technical, but let's get into it. You just saw the before, so now we're getting into the after. We gave her a great steam treatment as she came in, and then we did a nice silk out with her hair using some great products by Sequence. Love those products. So now what we're doing is we're going in and we're creating a V parting. As you see, it's a slight V that we're going into. I'm starting in the middle of her hair, giving her a nice cut to create the foundation of her haircut. So the first cut is the most important cut because it's going to be the guide for the entire haircut. So making sure that at the first cut that both sides are well balanced is the foundation and the fundamental parts of cutting hair. This is also considered a precision haircut technique. All right, here at Shans'Handz Hair Studio, we specialize in precision hair cutting, and we just really take pride in our haircuts. So as you see, I'm mirroring the subsection. So every section is called a subsection within that section. I'm sorry. So I basically do a tick-tock motion. So I'm going from one side to the other side. This creates a well-rounded haircut. Can you do a haircut by just, cutting one side? You can. However, I wouldn't advise it because there will be some balance. You have to make sure that, as you see now, I'm checking the exit points. I'm checking to make sure both sides match up. You'll never want a asymmetrical haircut if the client doesn't want that. So the technique here is V-cutting. So we want to make sure that both sides are pretty much even. We decided to do this particular technique because she has suffered from a lot of damage. This is her first time coming in since COVID, and she just wanted to get rid of those split ends. She did do box color at home, so that created some damage within her hair as far as maintenance-wise, because as you guys know, you have to take care of color. How do you take care of color? You have to make sure that you first don't use box color. If you can, come into the salon and get professional color done, get a consultation, and you have to use the correct products at home, like sulfate-free shampoos, color-safe shampoos that will protect your hair. And trims are very vital to having healthy hair. So what happens with split ends, if you have split ends, all they do is split up. So you're wondering why isn't your hair growing? And actually the hair is growing. It's growing from the root, but at the ends you have so much damage that you just feel as though your hair isn't growing. So we have to make sure that you get your proper trims regularly. It's not once a year. It's not twice a year. I advise, especially for color, that you get them at least within 4 weeks if you have color, and or 4 to 8 weeks, I would say, with color. But typically every 2.5 months, 3 months, you can push it, come into the salon and get a nice haircut. So this isn't just a trim. This is an actual V-cutting technique, and we took off about 3 inches, maybe at the max. And as you see, so healthy and so shiny. I just love it. We are moving towards the front, and I'm taking more of a vertical subsection in the front because, of course, we didn't want to go V there, but I am cutting it in a V shape to match the back. So what I've done is I've taken the front of her hair, which we call the perimeter of her hair, and I matched it with the back of her hair, which I use that as the guide. So the back of her hair has been my guide and will be my guide for the front. That's just how it works. Anytime that you're doing a haircut, you always want to start from the back. You always want to start in 4-part sectionings, depending on the length of the hair. Of course, if it's a pixie or if it's a shorter cut, you still start from the back. However, you can't part the hair, right? So, but when you have clients with longer hair, you want to make sure that you are maintain a really, really great foundation, a clean foundation, or organized foundation for a great executed haircut. It's very precise, it's very clean, and it's all even. So I'm checking the exit points. As you see, when you're checking these exit points, that's basically checking both sides and pulling them to the center back. You want to make sure that you're doing that every 2 to 3 hair partings. Okay, so every 2 to 3 partings, you want to check and make sure that your haircut is balanced. It's nothing like a well-rounded haircut that is balanced. The client feels great. You feel great. This is why we're calling it this is in the category of precision haircutting. It takes a little bit more time. I know clients wonder, why does it cost this much, or doesn't, it's because it's very precise. This takes time to do. This was not a quick trim where just taking a couple inches off, maybe, 1 inch or 2. This is really going in and creating a shape in her head as well, that she would enjoy, and that it will grow out really, really nice for her. Okay. So we're moving to the front. This is all a 1 length cut, although it's a V cutting technique. We did 1 length because we wanted to make sure that we preserved her. The objective was preserving a lot of her length and creating a nice shape for her so that she can maintain it at home. So she was agreeable to cutting a little bit more off. And she actually came into the salon ready to just get rid of all the dead ends so that her hair can grow. I've been doing her hair for some time now, and it grows like wildfire. So this is just, now we're just going into styling her hair. She just getting a nice bump at the end. We call it a bevel, nothing too curly or anything. And we're just having fun here. So I hope you guys really, really enjoyed the V cut. I love that. Consider that when you're wanting to either add shape. Now with the V cut, as you see, we just did it slightly for her. It wasn't really, really noticeable. The technique was noticeable. However, her hair is not as noticeable unless she definitely wears it pinned straight, but we put a little bevel so she'll have a lot more movement in her hair, and it's all 1 length. Like you said, we didn't do any layers in the interior. We just kept it really nice in 1 length so that it can grow back all around healthy. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and the tutorial today. And I hope that in the salon, if you're a stylist watching this, that you would, consider this technique is very good for clients. And look at all that movement. We're done, guys. We are done. That's her healthy hair. We love it.